Welcome back. First, some news in brief. In April 2011, Michael van Eck was murdered in Welkom in the Free State. His face and limbs were cut off. Shane van Heerden and her boyfriend, Martins van der Merwe, were charged with the murder, also with robbery and desecrating a corpse. She was found guilty, sentenced to prison for an indefinite period, a minimum of 20 years. She will only be reassessed at the age of 40. The second accused stood trial in November. The judge said the murder was one of the most gruesome he had ever handled. He sentenced van der Merwe to life imprisonment. As he walked down to the cells, the victim's distraught mother slapped the man who murdered her son. In 2009, third-degree producer Shadi Rapitsa died tragically, viciously murdered by her stalker, one Patrick Malchus. Earlier this year, Malchus was sentenced to a lenient 10 years in jail. The Johannesburg Magistrates Court ruled that as a first-time offender, he was not a danger to society. Now on to some more good news. Progress at last in the fight against the illegal trade in rhino horn. A huge public outcry erupted when charges were withdrawn against game farm owner Marinus Stale. He was seen in this video, shown on Third Degree, taking part in an illegal hunt, along with Thai national Chamlang Lemtong Thai. But last week, Stale appeared before the Vryburg Magistrates Court, charged with fraud and money laundering. He was granted 100,000 rand bail, and the case will resume in March 2013. Now, in 2011, we brought you the incredible story of Nana's journey back to health. Bedridden for years with elephantiasis, she could finally walk after life-saving surgery in Johannesburg. Nana's physiotherapist, Alison Dendy, has now launched the Lymphedema Association of South Africa. So if you suffer from swollen limbs, you can seek help there. Contact details also on your screen. And that two-part documentary on Nana won Megan Small-Lipka and Clive Mshali the CNN African Journalist of the Year award in the medical category. We are very proud of you. Now on to international news. Barack Obama has joined an elite club of US presidents to win a second term. And as an orator, he remains as inspirational as ever. Back in 2008, Third Degree was fortunate to be present when Barack Obama made his first victory speech. This is Third Degree. You join us here in Chicago, Illinois, on this incredible night in America's history. Barack Obama becomes the 44th President of the United States of America. You can see him addressing the crowds behind us at this victory rally here in Grant Park. And this truly is an incredible occasion for so many Americans. Standing here, it's got that feeling of 1994 in South Africa all over again. That same thrill, the same excitement when we elected Nelson Mandela as president of a new democracy in South Africa. For so many Americans, this man represents hope. The new face of the global superpower is a mixed race, young man with none of the old school, old boy Washington connections. He brings new hope to this country and indeed to the world. But hope for many was short-lived. Obama inherited a US economy in meltdown. Hundreds of thousands of Americans lost their homes in the widespread credit crunch. Many businesses went belly up. It became known as the Great Recession. For the next 4 years, Obama faced a barrage of criticism from the opposition Republican Party that he hadn't done enough to get the economy moving. But recent statistics seem to show that the world's biggest economy is slowly gaining traction. And then in November 2012, after a neck-and-neck race, presidential hopeful Mitt Romney finally conceded defeat, handing Barack Obama a second term as US president.
Can seize this future together, because we are not as divided as our politics suggest. We're not as cynical as the pundits believe. We are greater than the sum of our individual ambitions, and we remain more than a collection of red states and blue states. We are and forever will be the United States of America. And together, with your help and God's grace, we will continue our journey forward and remind the world just why it is that we live in the greatest nation on earth. Thank you, America. God bless you.
Well, that brings our show to an end for this week. In fact, it is the final show of the year for ETV viewers. eNCA viewers can still catch us on channel 403. Now, if you'd like to help our acid attack victim Susan with her medical expenses, here are the bank details. You can also send us your comments, fax us on 011-880-8883 or email us on thirddegree@etv.co.za. We're also on social media and you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Until next time then, it's goodbye and have a wonderful festive season.